Yes, good evening. Let's wait for some people to join. A reminder of tonight's question from the Methodist Way of Life. Under the heading Learning and Caring, how and what, or what and how are you learning now? What are you learning now, and how are you going about learning it? So yes, as we have a think, we shall bang our heads. Hello, Rita. Hello, Paul. Hello, Neil, as well. Yes, just before we gather, something to take us outside of ourselves a bit. Some words from the band Panther Crater, showing some Panther Crater lyrics tonight as the new album drops on the 1st of December. It's available to pre-order now. And if you're interested in that, go and see the lovely Paul at nordicmission.net. I think I'm going to check that web address. I'll put a link in below, but hold on. Nordicmission.net. And if you do it sharpishly, if you check out the metal Compline, the music playlist, and check out some Pantokrator stuff in there if you like it. And if you do it sharpish, you can get a really good deal on bundles, vinyl and t-shirts bundled, cassette and t-shirts bundled, CD and t-shirts bundled. It's been a long time coming, this, so looking forward to this. But people did like the Pantokrator lyrics when I showed them before, so we're going to just use their lyrics tonight. Hello, Mother. So here is the first of our Pantokrator lyrics from the song From the North Clothed with Gold, as we acknowledge the presence of the divine. The noise of his voice, my heart trembleth, it is moved from its place. The lightning is his servant, sent to the ends of the earth, after it the thunder, merely a silence from him. Whoa. Let's gather. Gather? Let's gather. Stand by for Hugh. Who?
As moon rises, the sun slips sight. Begins the ritual of this night. For those convinced their path is right. Gathered from north, south, east and west, yet called at another's behest. Those treading the path that is left.
Hello, Barbara. Hello, Rothwell.
From near and far, come as you are.
Hello, Dave.
To this place and embrace this space as darker hue
Hello,
embraces you. Of water, spirit, earth and fire, confessing the sins of empire, we come with our wounds and desire.
Long.
Sensing that we are not alone, drawn to the flame that guides us home, for here you, me and yet to be. Importance and signs of these times, for the sake of all those maligned, is yet the home of the divine.
Try tone for Brad. And taxi for me. Hello, Susan. Thursday night bouncing. Run as fast as you can and something at the other side of the room. 4, 3, 2, 1, circle pin. Yes. I've realised I put those lyrics in the wrong place. Never mind. Because I was going to sort of, I think each night, kind of as a start, I just ask if there's stuff that we are thankful for, things that we've noticed throughout the day that have given us a sense of something bigger than ourselves, something we might use the word God for or divine. And then those lyrics were to help us think of that, but never mind. So have you today had moments where you've sensed something bigger than yourself and glimpsed or experienced in nature in an encounter with a person, perhaps a surprising one or something, whatever it is today, just those things that just catch you and make you go, that sense of what we might call the divine or God. And things generally we want to be thankful for. I'm thankful I got a lot further today with service planning for Sunday than I anticipated. Hurrah! Hello, Ria. That's good. But maybe there's also stuff that we want to lay down, at which point I will share these next lyrics, which are definitely in the right place. So just bigging up Panther Crater tonight and encouraging us to visit nordicmission.net to support their work and pull their extremely good prices. But also Nordic Mission isn't just a place to buy Christian metal. It is a place, it's a community of obviously people in Norway. But for those who know their metal history, out of Norway in the kind of early to mid-90s came the Norwegian black metal movement, and that led to some rather, well, absolutely tragic things. I think I posted a link to a film about it. There was a documentary about it. There was a full-blown kind of film about it as well. It's not easy watching. But yeah, so Nordic Mission is also in terms of the festival it runs and its kind of general outreach, providing a community and a place for people who love that sort of kind of black metal vibe, but with positivity in the lyrics as well, offering hope through that. So lots of love to Paul, who does that. I hope I'm saying that right. It is the sort of Norwegian thing. I did try and watch a video on how to pronounce the A with the little thing on. I don't know the technical term. Sorry, if I'm sounding really disrespectful, I'm not meaning to. But I think the nearest English equivalent is Paul. So apologies if I'm not saying it right. But yeah, his kind of ministry and mission there. So here are some more lyrics from Panther Crater. Into the wilderness, these are from a song called Where Lilith Found Her Peace. Into the wilderness I must go, wilderness of the earth, where Lilith found her peace. Where restless spirits roam, battleground of the soul. In the void I will face only what I brought, the abyss of my soul. Oh, thanks, Reed. You just forwarding it. Thank you. Yes, I know. I surprised myself too. Well, but thank you for that. Yeah, with those words, if there is, we sense there's some sort of darkness in how we're feeling and stuff that we've encountered, or stuff that we're carrying on behalf of others, or even just our response to COVID-19 and other things going on in the world, we can lay them down as we say together. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Ari. The principalities and will to power, the worms from within my own darkest hour, I confess all the regress and the regrets, the burdens and the fears, the lament and the tears, in all their many spellings. For ourselves, for those whom we love, for all humanity and all creation, we lay them down. And lo, Jesus says, come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. May that rest be with you. And I may rest well this evening, as I now have 3 poo emojis from Ari. Thank you very much, Ari. I was getting a bit worried then, they hadn't arrived. Methodist. Oh no, Bible reading. That's what I was going to do. So I'm going to read from the Metal Bible, metalbibleinternational.com. God bless you, Johannes. So Hebrews 7, and those who've recently received a Metal Bible may want to read along. Hebrews 7, verses 1 to 3, and then 15 to 17. This Melchizedek was king of the city of Salem and also a priest of God Most High. When Abraham was returning home after winning a great battle against the kings, Melchizedek met him and blessed him. Then Abraham took 1/10 of all he had captured in battle and gave it to Melchizedek. The name Melchizedek means king of justice. Whoa. And king of Salem means king of peace. Yes. There is no record of his father or mother or any of his ancestors, no beginning or end to his life. He remains a priest forever, resembling the Son of God. And then to verse 15. Jesus is like Melchizedek. This change has been made very clear since a different priest who is like Melchizedek has appeared. Jesus became a priest, not by meeting the physical requirements of belonging to the tribe of Levi, but by the power of a life that cannot be destroyed. And the psalmist pointed this out when he prophesied, "You are a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek." So a reminder in those words of what, for those who are Christians, we believe Jesus is someone who is the Son of God, who comes and overcomes death and sin and injustice and war and all the stuff that is the worst within us as humanity, and overcomes that forever. And that eternal life is not kind of pie in the sky when you die, that it's something that starts here and now, through the dying and rising of Jesus. And that actually through Jesus, the kingdom of heaven comes to earth, starts to break in the person and the ministry of Jesus, that justice and peace, the values of God's kingdom, and that we are called to be partners in the increase of that, until such time, the time that is coming, as I say every night, it is coming, heaven is fully on earth. God, it says in Revelation, God comes to this earth, heaven comes to this earth, God's dwelling place will be with people on this earth. So as we've said before, like in Gladiator, what we do in life echoes in eternity. And so, yeah, hopefully a message of hope in those words of what God has done in Jesus, and the hope that gives us, not just for ourselves, but for all people, all creation, in terms of justice and peace and life in all its fullness. Hello, Rachel. Anywho, tonight's Methodist Way of Life question from the section Learning and Caring. How and what are you learning now? Or what and how are you learning now? Or what are you learning and how are you learning it? How are you learning and what are you learning? I don't know. This comes from the section about learning and caring. It's the commitment that we make as Methodists, the people called Methodist, to a way of life that is about learning about our faith. Which I felt I did a bit on sabbatical, and that was a real gift, and not everybody gets that opportunity, so I'm grateful. I'm mainly learning how not to use Zoom at the moment. I think that's what I'm learning, and how am I learning it? Fairly badly. If you want to see more of that, then please do join me back here at 10:30 on Sunday, or 10:15 for a 10:30 start on Sunday morning, for live worship via Zoom, but also on Facebook. If you want to join via Zoom so we can see you, you can see us, then message me, Facebook Messenger, and I will give you the details. But yes, guest preacher this week as well. So hurrah. Hello, Katie. All right? All right? Mm-hmm. Sure? Yeah. Yeah. Sure? Sorry? Okay. All right. See you in a bit. Love you too. Yes. But what are you learning? Because I think when I first read that question, my first thought was, ooh, I haven't read a sort of theological book since coming back off sabbatical. Ooh. I'm going, yeah, that's reading. Imparted knowledge in that way is one way of learning, or listening to books. But it's not the only way, is it? We learn perhaps through our experiences. We learn more about God through each other, and sharing that faith, and how we seek to maintain that faith in difficult situations. Katie Catherine says hello. And what are the other ways that we learn? What kind of works for you? How do you, maybe you don't, maybe you're just watching and going, what is this all about? That's fine. But yeah, if you are wanting to kind of follow the way of Jesus, where and how do you go? How do you go about going deeper with that, learning more? Is it the Bible? Is it books that help us understand the Bible? Is it what's said in church on a Sunday? Is it TV programs? I do enjoy a good archaeological type documentary, particularly those based in the Holy Land. I do enjoy that. It's another way of learning. So, how are you learning at the moment, and what particularly are you learning? Just need a bit of a space where people have a think, or type in if you want to. No pressure to. Type in now. Oh, thanks, Harry. I'll pass that on. I think they're upstairs. So as we ponder that question, maybe over the next 24 hours or longer, I guess I kind of pray that we might be open to learning and growing, learning more about our faith, growing in our faith, and deepening our discipleship, whether it's through reading, listening, watching, talking, sharing with others, or just kind of reflecting on experiences. Maybe one way you learn is by kind of journaling at the end of the night, or kind of doing the examine thing where you just reflect back upon the day. It's a sort of monastic spiritual discipline of, Jesuit Ignatius of Loyola. Loyola, blah, blah, blah. That we might be open to those opportunities. So let us pray. Feel free to type in situations or people you want to pray for, particularly if you have permission to share their name or detail, or just something anonymous, and situations that we're aware of in the world or in the lives of people we care about, or even things we've noticed that were happening to strangers today. Pray for Theo with his operation tomorrow. Pray for Howard after his operation today. Just to say, if I finish this and there's loads of comments that I've missed, I'm really sorry. It's a bit, it's a bit laggy. So I'm not sure. I think I'm a bit behind on who's actually in and what you're saying. Sorry. Praying for Theo and his operation tomorrow. Thanks, Catherine. And also for the rest of his family. Pray again for other areas now adjusting to being I was going to say promoted, but not. No, it's not, is it? Other areas that are now going up in terms of their COVID alert levels, and all that means. And again, for the country and the world through all of this, alongside places like Yemen, where there is so much else happening. What life life must be like there. And all the bombs that were dropped that were made in the UK on the Yemen. Yes. So maybe I'm just praying for hope and peace and a better way of being for us as a world, I guess. So let's offer our prayers, spoken, unspoken, typed in. God hears our prayer, and so we can pray to the one in whom all people and all creation have their being. May your kingdom come, your will be done, as above, so below. Sustain us for this day. Show us grace, as we seek to show grace, there she is, to those we feel have wronged us. Save us from the worst that is within us and within this world. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen. And to send us on our way with a bit of oomph and hope, I'm going to share some Pantokrator lyrics that I shared previously. This is from the song Revolution, but they tell it like it is. I know it's all kind of stuff from the Bible, but it's especially in the context of the song itself, gets you pumping, gets you ready to go, gets you out. It gets you out and about being a disciple. Blessed are the poor in spirit, theirs is the kingdom of God. Blessed are the ones that mourn, they will be leaping with joy. Forgive the unforgiving, love your enemies, rise above in mercy, but never bow. I have made you royal. I share my throne with you. Come, I bring you revolution. It begins in the hearts of humans. The light shines in the darkness, and the dark cannot prevail. The dark cannot prevail. I ask you to believe, not to understand. Blessed are the humble of heart, they will inherit the earth. Blessed are the bringers of peace, they are the children of God. You will rise from the ashes of this age and behold the rising of the never-setting sun. Blessed are you when people despise you, persecute you, criticize you for the sake of my name. You are the salt of the earth, the light of the world, the city upon the hill, forged in fire and in blood. You are the dawn, the voice of the world beyond. So may we go and fulfill our calling. After some rest. So may the peace of the All-Parent be yours this night, and with all people and all creation in the time that is here, as well as yet still to fully come. For God's home, heaven, will be on this earth. So go well. And